Welcome to Frost Growth Talks, where we'll engage in hard-hitting, clear-cut conversations designed to move you forward on your journey towards profitable growth.
Welcome to Frost Growth Talks, hard-hitting, clear-cut conversations designed to move you forward on your journey towards profitable growth. These conversations aim to share inspirational stories of growth from industry leaders who have positively influenced our society and the world. Inspired by Schneider and its ecosystem to help build more sustainable, resilient operations throughout the solution lifecycle, we will share firsthand insights from an industry leader. Let's learn more about how to successfully future-proof growth strategies throughout these uncertain times. I am Shahad Amanullah, Global Customer Experience Vice President of Frost & Sullivan, and joining me today is Vivek Vaidya, Associate Partner, Global Client Leader, and a Mobility Expert here at Frost & Sullivan. Today, I'd like to welcome Yoon Kim to Frost Growth Talks. Yoon Kim is Cluster President of Schneider Electric for Singapore, Malaysia, and Brunei. Welcome, Yoon Kim, to Frost Growth Talks.
Thank you.
A quick introduction to Yoon Kim. Yoon's mission and his role at Schneider is to drive the cluster towards success by expanding Schneider's business and manufacturing capabilities. With over 20 years of international experience in the automotive and lighting sector, Mr. Kim has had an illustrious career with a variety of successful country management assignments and has taken on multiple roles, demonstrating his ability to grow the business as a market strategist, inspiring those around him, and delivering results as an excellent implementer of commercial initiatives. Mr. Kim, your primary focus for the business in this cluster has been helping clients operate more sustainably. Can you explain the thought processes and the values behind this? What were the key factors that helped conceptualize this approach?
So thank you for the opportunity, Shahad and Vivek. And this is a great opportunity for me to share a little bit about our sustainability journey. And in fact, I'll start with some data, right? And data that shows that sustainability is a very important subject for the people today in this world and this century. And I see a lot of traction on this topic, right? And when we come into one of the elements of the sustainability that is about e-mobility, we can see some of the data coming very strongly, such as the electric vehicle is growing 45% plus every year. And the normal vehicle is decreasing their volume in the coming years. And we believe that in the years to come, in 2025, the market share of the electrical vehicles will be close to 15-16%. And the growth rate is quite big. And on top of that, when you look into the region, which is Asia-Pacific region, that already today represent more than 50% of the EV market. So imagine how important it is. Of course, that all pushed very strongly from China and some other few countries in the region. So that you can see the importance of the e-mobility, importance of the EV, and importance of this contribution into the sustainability journey. And in fact, as you know, we all know about the Green Plan 2030 of Singapore. This is accelerating even further in our journey of sustainability. Having a clear plan for EV in the infrastructure, as well as in the contribution in decarbonizing our transportation mode. And of course, this helps hand in hand with Schneider, which has a solution for the e-mobility called EcoStruxure e-mobility.
Yeah, so we always saw that charging network and EV is a bit of a chicken and egg situation. Unless you have sufficient vehicles on road, you don't have charging network. And unless you have a good charging network, you can't sell more vehicles. Since your company focuses on charging network, what is your approach to solving this conundrum which exists in the market?
Indeed, Vivek. And this is always catchy-22. But in fact, what we should look into is what are the pain points, right? And those are the ones that we believe that energy will multiply by 3 times with e-mobility. Energy consumption in that level. And not only that, but that in the location that is e-mobility charging system is staying, this will generate, if not well managed, some power outages or overloading the demand of the energy at a certain point of time. So it is very important to use certain solutions to make it the energy management in the e-mobility solutions more intelligent, efficient, resilient, and safe as well, which is one of the important points. So I believe that the digital is the way how bring the solution into the technology today to really manage the load balance into the e-mobility solution. And not only that, as well as making clear when it comes with the renewable energy, it can be well managed in a micro system way, so what we call microgrid, and making sure that we bring the right solution to the end user, being safe, efficient, resilient, and sustainable.
So you're finding yourself in the middle of probably one of the biggest changing marketplaces today. I think it's safe to say that the way that this market will be a few years from now is not even going to look like it is today. So given all that change, given all that dynamism and all that interest, what to you are the most immediate growth opportunities, the most immediate opportunities for revenue, and what kind of expectations do you have in the near term?
Yeah, it's a very good question, Shahad. I mean, people might ask question if we have a EV car solution, right? In fact, we don't have EV car. We have, of course, from everything from the charging system in the whole backbone of the infrastructure, that it can be in a house, or it can be in a building, or it can be in big infrastructure and public infrastructure locations. And in fact, we do see a big growth. We are projecting 3 times our revenue on this segment until 2025. That means 3-4 years from now. And it comes not only with the charger system itself, but it comes with all the backbone of the charging system, all the intelligence that we can manage the energy coming from different angles of the grid or the microgrid, renewable energy, and so on and so on, even putting that into the saving in the storage system, or even sometimes coming from the car back to the grid. So all this is a solution that we bring together, and we believe that's going to be a big opportunity for us in this segment.
Any new solution that any company launches in a nascent market like this is not successful without appropriate ecosystem. So what kind of ecosystem or value chain partnerships are you planning to forge to achieve the required level of growth?
Yeah, you're totally right, Vivek. In fact, ecosystem is very important, and partners are very important in this journey. And many of them are new in the market and new in the ecosystem, because the ecosystem itself is a very dynamic and new and renewing all the time. So in fact, we are partnering with, of course, big energy management companies, as well as the EV car companies. It can be from the car dealers, it can be even from the government in the infrastructure installments, as well as it can be even in the homes of private individuals. Right? So the ecosystem is really important, because it's not only about the car charging, but as well is about all the backbone of the energy management, and as well as to make it safe. It is about people, and people is important in this angle. The behavior of the people and utilization of the energy charging cars, and this will generate a lot of different intelligence, as well as different partners in the ecosystem to help each other to be successful and to make it more sustainable and decarbonizing our world.
So let's take a little bit of time to talk about sustainability. It's pretty clear from your background and also the work you've done so far at Schneider that this is something very close to your heart. So when it comes to sustainable access to energy, what are some of the key values and beliefs that you're trying to incorporate into your work?
Yes, I think I will just bring some of the data just to give you outside in perspective, right? Because it is about market, customer, is about people, right? And when we do some surveys, especially in Singapore, recently done, shows very clearly that people are engaged in this sustainability journey. So 88% of the people are favorable to contribute to the decarbonization journey. The question is that when they have to pay more for energy, renewable energy, only 55%, so a little bit more than half, would accept to pay more to have renewable energy. We do see that companies as well, the leaders, believe that 83% of the companies believe that it is important, a solution on technology and digital to really work on this decarbonization journey. But when we ask how many of you are doing it, is only 27% of the leaders or the companies are doing and applying it. And of course, it needs a lot of conscientization, a lot of mindset change as well. But this is our journey and is our duty, right? All of us is not only enterprise, is not only government, but as well as private individuals, is our journey to make it a more sustainable world for the next generations to come. So I think the mindset is there. Everybody wants to contribute, but of course there are always obstacles that people have to decide on trade-offs and make sure that we do the right trade-offs for the society.
Right. I'm sure this path ahead is going to be full of challenges and uncertainties. So can you highlight a few challenges that you face or that keep you awake at the night? And what can we expect in next 3 to 5 years? What are the milestones you're looking at?
Yeah, Vivek, I think come back to your previous questions that is about a chicken and egg story, right? And those are the challenges, right? Should the infrastructure be first, or should the customers and end user demand more to have the right infrastructure? That is one of the important aspects of what is done first. But at the end, I think is about having the right solution. Do we have the right solution? Do we have the solution that is, number one, is safe, reliable? Because energy sometimes cannot be safe. Energy can be very risky, right? And as well as efficient and at the end sustainable, right? It's no meaning as well you have a charging point that basically the energy comes from non-renewable energy. So I think all this is another element of challenge that we need to look into. And whenever you have a lot of load, a lot of peak times, then, of course, the balancing the load, balancing the energy distribution is extremely important. And that is intelligence that only the digital solutions can help us in managing all this intelligence and smartness of allocating load in the right situation or right neighborhood, right building, right home, or right timing, right? So that is extremely important. And that is what the digital solution brings together in the load management. At the end is we want all to be more sustainable, but as well we want to be in a safe place.
So have you defined clear milestones on your path to growth? How do you track whether you're on the right path? What are going to be the focus areas for Schneider Electric in the next 5 years?
Yeah, certainly we have to work on developing new technologies, new softwares, new solutions. And that's where we have been focusing our R&D. And of course, we have to always work together with our ecosystems and our end users to make sure that we listen them. That's why we have a constant surveys and listening type of activities to make sure that we listen our end user and bring the right technology in place. Of course, it is adoption of EV is one of the important aspects to make sure that we go into the right direction. And that comes with a lot of regulation. It comes with as well as the government incentive that has been in place already for instance, for condominium, for apartments that we see incentive for the government to get more easier infrastructure to charge your e-mobility transportation, as well as we see a lot of infrastructure points that government has been already putting in place, going from currently very low number to 60,000 charging points publicly in the country. So I think these are the challenges. I do see these milestones coming very clearly, and those are the ones that we need to monitor very clearly to balance the demand and the supply in the infrastructure as well as the demand of the cars.
So you are on the forefront of innovation, and you are doing work in all new areas such as charging infrastructure, EVs, etc. So Frost Growth Talk, one of the important objectives is to motivate other innovators who also want to chart out similar course. So what would be your key message to the fellow innovators?
Yeah, I think I don't want to incentivize innovator more. They are themselves incentivized and motivated. Usually, they are self-motivating people, right? It is about where to play, right? So in the e-mobility area, of course, there are hardwares and there are a lot of elements of the car itself, the batteries, and so on. But my suggestion would be looking into the digital and software solutions. And that will be really the breakthrough that will make it much easier for the end user, to the consumer, to make it more friendly and usable in a friendly way. And that will help as well as to save more energy and make it safe. So I would say look into the software, look into the apps, look into the digital journey, look into the way that we can look in more end-to-end solution for the end user, for the customers. And that is something that we are incentivizing at Schneider as well. We have a program called Innovation at Edge, where we do incentivize. We have resources there as well to partner with the new entrepreneurs and new ventures that can go into the e-mobility area.
That was truly inspirational. Thank you so much. This brings us to the end of another Frost Growth Talk. On behalf of all of the growth professionals at Frost & Sullivan, I'd like to thank our guest, Yoon Kim, for joining us to share his journey.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Frost Growth Talks is a presentation of Frost & Sullivan. For 60 years, Frost & Sullivan has been applying actionable insights to create a stream of innovative growth opportunities for companies, governments, and investors. Visit us online at frost.com to learn more. For Frost Growth Talks, I'm Shahid Amanullah.
And I'm Vivek Vaidya.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
We're always on the lookout for individuals who are having a positive influence on society and our world. If you're someone who would relish the opportunity to share your experience, or know someone you would like to nominate, reach out to us at frost.com/GTnomination, or spread the word with #FrostGrowthTalks. Until next time, keep growing.